Hello, everyone. Welcome back. And this is our last game of the night, of the day, part four of our stream today to support Fisher House Foundation. I'll do my bit at the end, but we're going to go around and let my two fabulous players introduce themselves. We're going to start directly to my right on the overlay. Hawk, thank you. Welcome back. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing perfectly fine. I'm Hawkeye or Kentucky Hawkeye here on Twitch and all others and most major forms of social media and all that. Looking forward to supporting a cause that I heavily support after 17 years of experience of seeing people put it to use. So can't wait to get going.
That's a great transition to Chris. Welcome back. We're switching sides this time.
Yes, yes. This time I am at your mercy. So, or you're at the mercy of my shenanigans. I'm not sure which.
I
Uh,
feel like I was very shenanigan light.
yeah, you were. You were very well behaved for Faye Noblewoman. It's true.
That's all right. All the shenanigans can start now that I'm here.
Everyone, I'm Chris Geary. You might remember me from a few hours ago when I was running Castle Falkenstein or over on Blue Sky. Here I am going to be jumping into some D&D.
Indeed, some D&D in, a more well, not your typical Faerun. Instead, we are back in Laflanas, near in the domain of Greyhawk, following a river. Nice, pleasant day. Sun's out. You can hear the birds. It's a clear road directly along the Sultane River that connects the north and south through the domain of Greyhawk and connecting the free city of Greyhawk with its other tributaries, shall we say? Not quite vassal states, but participatory cities. We'll go with that. But we're going north along the river, so who do we find today as we see the sun is shining, the birds are singing, there's a light breeze in the air, but there's a crispness in the autumn senses?
Well, one person you see there is resplendently dressed in his chain armor, has his crossbow on his back, and in his has his warhammer in his hand. He is, of course, the well-known cleric known as Sir Scandalon Malachi Obadias the Fourth, and he is out doing his daily constitutional while walking around and making sure everything is staying in order before he goes to see what assignments he may have at the temple or what other things may be brought to his attention.
Hmm.
Escorting his prestigious such and such the fourth is a stout dwarven fellow, fiery red hair and beard, clad in leathers, known to the temple as Karnor. He is a person who finds things that need to be found.
Hmm. A fixer.
Yes.
Well, this far out of the actual city of Greyhawk, the temple is a little small in this village by the river. It's not hard to make your patrol around. I apologize in advance for those watching at home. We're going to call the rolls, but Roll20 decided to not work with the overlay, so we're doing it as we can. And there's a small temple here, kind of a mixed use temple, but at the same time most of the temples in the domain of Greyhawk are multi-purpose, multi-deity, as it were. There are a couple more prestigious temples in the actual city of Greyhawk, but we're not close to there. We're a good distance away. But the sun is shining, the birds are singing, the river's flowing. Can I get the two of you to give me a perception? Remembering, of course, to those watching along, you can donate to give crit successes and advantages to both sides of the party. So in this case, it's an advantage to me, and there's an advantage for the players, and then there's an advantage for me on the table right now.
And there's an advantage for my travel mate here as well.
Ah. Oh.
In my donation, I gave an advantage to both of you.
There we go. So.
Because it's always good to give gifts to your kind and benevolent DM.
I am a very kind and benevolent DM. Proof was offered multiple times today. Chris has a face. Chris disagrees with my offers of benevolence? No.
No, my insulin pump was yelling at me.
Oh,
Sorry.
well, that's important. We'll check that.
I was making the face at it, not at anything else.
Okay.
Good.
As I tried to figure out where my character sheet is.
That's fair.
All right.
Roll 20, maybe. No.
Oh!
Nat
Let's
20
start off.
perception for Scandalon Obadias the Fourth. But a 22 for Kamor Brawnale. I appreciate that. The pun, it makes me happy.
Uh-huh.
You look around. You're on the edge of your patrol. You're about ready to turn back towards the village proper. Township, kind of. More than a village, less than a town. You know.
A hamlet.
No, technically a hamlet is smaller than a village.
Oh, okay.
A hamlet is usually consisted of no more than 4 or 5 unrelated. They can be related or unrelated individuals sharing property and access. So, like 4 or 5 farms close together are considered a hamlet. Then a village, then a town. Well, town, then a township. All of these are pedantic answers, I understand, but sometimes can be important. With a 22, Kamor, with the 20 Scandalon, you can see the various woodland creatures that are creeping around. You see one of the boats far out that had passed in the night and are continuing downriver towards the actual free city of Greyhawk. The boats themselves act as transport for goods along the riverway. It's the most efficient means to go north or south, although there is the road that continues alongside, paralleling the river the entire way. You can just make out the edge of the light carried by one of the gnome lamplighters. There's an entire gnome lamplighter guild whose entire job is to be the lights on the ships at night.
I was told that there's an ordinance that they have to follow because of a fire that spread through one city once.
Mm-hmm. Also, apparently gnomes hate water, but this is the biggest guild for gnome employment in the domain of Greyhawk, so take of that what you will.
They're strange fellows.
Yes, but sometimes you have to make sacrifices for what you do.
Mm-hmm. Kamor, you kind of turn and look the other way, upriver. And coming towards you, sailing downriver towards where you're positioned, just north of the village, the town, is a boat. But you don't see any lamplighter You don't see any crew. You see a boat making its way towards the bridge, but you don't see anyone in front of on the ship itself.
I'll signal to my compatriot. It looks suspicious.
What do you see, my good Karma?
It's the boat's dark. No lamplighter, no crew up top. Smugglers,
Interesting.
maybe?
Possibly. Or something untoward has happened to them, one or the other. Requires investigation, don't you not think?
Yes.
All right, so I suppose let's approach.
So it's coming down the river.
Mm-hmm. It's coming down the river. There's a bridge about 100 yards up from where you are, up the river, that it's going to hit. You can probably make it, before the boat hits that river, that bridge level.
Okay.
Let me rephrase that. The bridge, there isn't any current indication that the boat will impact the bridge. It will just be passing under the bridge. But you can definitely get to the bridge before the boat proceeds underneath.
Perfect, because that's what I was going to ask. Shall we jump for it?
That would probably be the most expeditious manner, so yes, let's...
I
take
need
off running.
athletics or acrobatics from both of you.
Okay. I will go...
I'm doing great.
And I am doing even better.
So here's the thing. You're going to land on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a boat. You're going to land on the boat. You're gonna take the hit to land on the boat. Because you're both then going to take the damage from the fall as you do.
Fair enough.
But it's not a very
Okay.
big fall. It's only going to be 2d6. So you both take 7 points of damage from falling, face planting onto the deck of this modified barge. With with a scooped hull. But it's
Very graceful.
very graceful. But you can get up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was not exactly my best form. All right, let's go see what we can find.
The boat itself is not very big. It's about 50 feet long total. There's a forecastle with a wheel and a keel in the back. There's cargo space in the middle, and what looks like it should have some sort of forward cabin in the prow of the ship. As of right now, when you fell, you don't see anyone or hear anyone, and you were not quiet when you face planted in armor onto the wooden deck of this vessel.
Well, we should have gotten a welcome wagon by now if there was anyone here. I'll go check the front cabin, see if I can find anything.
Sounds like a good plan.
So, Scandalon is going to the forward cabin. What is Comor doing?
Connor's going to stealthily follow behind, just because he knows that Scandalon likes to take the lead, but he doesn't believe in splitting the party.
That's a fair and valid assessment. Can I get a stealth check then and a perception check from Hawk? Or investigation, your choice.
Perception doesn't matter. or either one. Ooh,
Nat
I'm wasting
20.
them all early. I'm wasting them early.
Well, with that nat 20, you realize two things, and you may ask one question. As you get to the forward cabin, there is not a living, breathing soul on this boat. But you also haven't found any bodies.
Do I see anything in this room anywhere, like on a table, bedstand, anything like that, showing any signs of previous life on here at all?
I mean, there are charts marking the shallows of the river. There's a writing set to one side, a bed that has bedclothes in it that's been pulled up but not necessarily made. There's signs of habitation, but no lit candles, no food debris, no clothes strewn about, no signs of life.
All right, I want to look on this table to see if I can find any kind of itinerary or a load inventory
Mm-hmm.
saying what they where they may have been going or what they might have been hauling, if anything.
Uh, what languages does Scandalon speak?
Let's
Or more
see.
importantly, read?
Read Common, Elvish, and Celestial.
So you do find a book like that looks like a ledger that has multiple
Mm-hmm.
entries in and out. That's kind of like a ledger's mechanical understanding is easy to discern. It is not in any of those languages, so you're not sure what it actually says, but you found a ledger.
It looks like they were hauling. Looks like they've been doing stuff in the past, and I will show corner of the ledger in case it's in a something that he understands that I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm not privy to whatever language this is written in.
The only additions I have to the list are Dwarvish and Infernal.
And again, neither of those are languages that are added here, unfortunately.
All right, I'll put the ledger back on there for now. Okay, looks like someone's been here in the not too distant past,
Mm.
but no signs of when they departed here, so to speak. I guess we better search the rest of the ship for any kind of signs.
How dusty is the room?
Not very.
Okay.
No obvious dust piles, no trails, no. Thank you,
So
Sphinx, for that $50 donation. That puts us at
Woo.
$425. We are almost halfway to our goal.
Thank you, thank you.
Sphinx, let us know if you want to give a crit or an advantage to anyone, please. Let us know. But yes, there are no obvious dust piles. It's a little bit of dust, but not obviously. You know.
Well, I guess we go check out the rest. See if we can
All
find
right.
any, infernal teleportation circles or something.
Yes. All right. Let's see what we can find, and we will proceed to seek and find.
Well, then I will give the players a crit for them to share. Because Sphinx was so wonderful to just donate, and we appreciate you, and so does the Fisher House Foundation. But we're going to creep through the center storage, what should also be crew quarters and perhaps a galley, you know, you see a couple hammocks still strung parallel to the ship. You see crates neatly stacked, arranged, maximizing the amount available space, as if, you know, a merchant trying to get as much product on the vessel as possible, while not totally sacrificing mobility by the crew across the ship. Still no people.
No bizarre pentagrams or sigils of any sort.
No, it's tidy.
No piles of bones or ash.
Nope. One might even say it was ship shape.
Ah.
Make your way.
Sir Obadiah is going to go investigate one of the crates just to see what, at least they had been, at least partially hauling.
Mm-hmm.
Get an idea of what kind of merchant was employing them or what kind of ship this is.
Can you make me an athletics check to open one of the, you know, use a pry? You can find a pry bar pretty easily. They're kind of stacked around, but, you know, to open it.
Alrighty. One quick athletics check here.
For 12, again, not hard to actually just crack it open. As you leverage it up, you see that there is a top layer of fabrics, bolts of fabric, in a kind of bluish green color.
Rustling around, is it more fabric underneath that, or is that just on top as padding for something else?
You may roll investigation with advantage if you're, you know, actually moving things around.
Okay, we'll do a little investigating here.
Well, my parents just decided to donate, so thank you very much for that. That very much put the Coast Guard ahead significantly. I'm gonna.
All right,
a
19.
Say that.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
My mom does like you all. She called a tactical airstrike for you all.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, here we go.
So a tactical airstrike, which I'm going to assume you're going to hold for a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you know, figuring. Excuse me. That would be what it would be. Okay. Okay. And then with a 19 investigation, sorry, I was answering a quick question. With a 19 investigation, you stick your hand around, you rummage through. The bolts of cloth are both padding and goods, right? Like it's that case of you need the padding, but you also want to make sure you can sell it later so it doesn't become wasteful ballast on one end of the trip.
Right.
But on the inside, there are stacks of tablets, clay, baked, or excuse me, I should use the correct term, fired, and intricately carved. Or more accurately, impressed.
All right. He will be the curious scholarly type. He'll try to take a look at one of those tablets to see if he can discern what's on there.
It's not in one of the languages that you speak. But if you take it out of the crate,
which you would do to get a good view of it.
Comor, it is of dialect of you said infernal, correct?
Mhm.
It is a dialect of infernal.
Gross. Why are you touching that?
Just trying to see if I could figure out what it says. Do you recognize it at all?
It says something about being a dirty infernal bastard and that it should be burned in the fiery pits of hell.
Sounds good. Now quickly put it back in the box, back in the crate, and cover it back up.
Can I
What
get a
did it
wisdom
actually
saving
say?
throw from both of you?
Oh.
What kind of save? I didn't hear you.
Wisdom. Wisdom
Wisdom.
save.
I'm rolling very average.
So, Hawk, correct me if I'm wrong. You're a paladin, correct?
That is correct.
Does Chris get any bonus from being within 10 feet of you?
I believe he does.
I don't remember what I don't
Ooh.
remember what the bonus is at level 6. That's all my only question. I think it's
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Do you have your aura yet? Or is that 7? I don't remember.
Let me look here. Yes, I do have aura protection. So while I'm conscious, all friendly creatures within 10 feet get a +3 to all saving throws.
So that makes it a 16, which is really good because 13 fails, but a 16 saves.
Oh, see? Habakkuk saves.
You feel like a wind moves through the entire boat, but you're under the deck, and it really shouldn't be moving in the direction it is.
Well, that was unusual. He's going to make sure that tablet's in there. He's going to use his warhammer to try make sure to pound the boards in to make sure that that box stays as intact as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Something not right about what was in that box, that is for sure.
Yeah, definitely infernal.
You think that might have something to do with why there's no one on this boat?
It's possible. There's also been a number of weird cultish humans talking about something called the rapture, where they just disappear.
Hmm. Interesting. Any any kind of warning signs with that, or is it just out of nowhere?
Well, supposedly they're priests or whatever are supposed to be told when it happens, but they keep getting the date wrong.
Ah, I see. Let me guess, they had 88 reasons why it was supposed to happen in the 88th century, kind of thing.
Yeah, it sounds about right. I don't really pay that much attention to them. They're kind of a little loony.
Yeah, it's not a good look. Their group.
All right, so doesn't appear to be anything down here. Any other parts of the ship that we still need that we can still search?
I mean, there's the actual
Your audio's going crazy. Getting in or worse than we thought, Harvard. We've got to get off this ship. Know what the hell is going on here, but we've got to get off.
All right, was that fixed? There we go. That's better.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. Well, we fixed it. We hope we fixed it. And we'll make sure it's fixed for Tuesday. Again. But there's still the back of the aft cabin. You searched the fore cabin, and then there are the crew hammocks along the like small galley and mostly storage
Hold.
section, the hold of this ship. And then you have the aft cabin, which is the only part you haven't searched yet.
I suppose and Obadiah, he'll be the thorough completionist that he is, he will go to that part of the ship as well, trying to look for any kind of sign
Lord, give me a
of what's
sign.
going on here. Exactly. Seek and ye shall find.
Go ahead and roll me another investigation as you approach the
Sure.
door of this aft cabin.
I will give him aid.
That's gonna be good because he needs the. You might want the advantage roll there to roll a second time, Hawk,
Okay.
because you got aid from your
Okay.
friendly neighborhood
The-
dwarf.
Sounds good. Okay, much better.
17 is a lot better than a 4. As you move through this double door to the aft cabin, it's fancy. There's an actual physical bed, wooden carved into one side of the cabin. There's a large banquette with cushions and a table in front of it on the other side. There's a heavy woven rug strewn on the floor. And this is the first point at which you discover something not perfectly, not right. The rug has been pulled back towards the side of the bed. There is a single piece of paper on the floor under what should be the rug, in the area where the rug should be. And there are 3 chairs directly along and under the aft porthole window.
Like side by side or stacked?
Side by side.
Yeah, side by side.
What's on the piece of paper?
Yeah. Obadiah will go for the piece of paper first, pull it up to try to read it.
Obadiah, you cannot read it. Obadiah, you cannot
Okay.
read it. It is less words and more a carved, well, not carved, it's drawn in pen and ink. Interlocking concentric spirals.
Is it a kind of shape that I would recognize?
Roll me a religion.
Yeah, I was going to ask if I could do that. Either that or Arcana, one or the other. I'll go with religion.
Religion. 17. It looks familiar. It's not It's not tied to any of the human religions that you can think off of the top of your head.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty sure it's not necessarily tied to a specific deity, but to the druidic practices more than anything else.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of druidic rite or something like that. Is this anything you recognize, my friend? And I show him the image on the paper.
You can roll me a religion if you want.
Sure. Also 17.
Again, it doesn't look like anything to any of the gods that you're familiar with. That kind of interlocking spiral pattern perhaps seems more, again, druidic, but you couldn't be sure.
Hmm.
All right, I investigate. I go to the place on the floor where I picked it up from, where the rug was. Investigate the wood decking. Has there been any kind of damage or anything done to the wood, or does it look like just normal wear and tear?
Looks like normal wear and tear. There are some spots which are better. There is one like gouge that looks like somebody scraped a chair and they made, rather than waste time on it, they just made sure that the rug covered that area kind of thing. But no, there's no carvings, there's no distortion, there's none of that.
So I'm going to climb up on the chair nearest the rear porthole,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to look out the porthole.
Mm-hmm. Make a
Is it
perception check.
okay? 28 and a critical.
Ooh, nice.
So I'm going to give you 2 pieces of information and you may ask me 2 questions.
Okay.
Number 1, climbing up next to this porthole, you realize that it's not latched.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually more of a window, but you could call it a porthole because, ship kind of concept.
Yeah.
But it is a big enough glass, quote unquote, window of size. Kind of 3 feet by 4 feet.
Mm.
Decent size.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not latched. There's also a shit ton of fish in your wake.
Is there a rope
Not beyond
dangling
the
out
one
the
that's,
back?
but no, not beyond the one that's attached to the keel and the rudder, right? Like the rudder
Yeah.
is attached to the keel, and the lines that should be there are there. There are no additional lines hanging in
So
inoculate.
nobody took a bunch of like bodies and strung them up and tossed them out the window, dragging
Perhaps
them
not
as
strung up,
chum.
but perhaps just tossed them out the window,
Oh.
or at least pieces thereof.
How carnivorous are the fish in this area? Like if the waters were chummed with humanoid,
Mm-hmm.
would that be the kind of frenzy that I'm seeing?
It would not be unbelievable for that to be a true statement. Most of the fish are non-carnivorous. However, there are a lot of bottom feeders in this river. This is the Sultanan. It
Hmm.
does connect the wild coast all the way to the northern shore. There's a lot of weird, creepy shit in that river.
I think the bodies went out this way.
Which makes you think that?
There's a lot of fish eating and following.
Like they've gotten treats before and coming back for more?
Possibly. I don't know who threw it out there to begin with. They'll look up at the ceiling to see if there's anyone hiding in the rafters.
With a 28 perception, there is no one hiding in the rafters.
Okay, good.
But you would notice, in addition to the normal soot marks that you get in kind of a space where the candles are contained and drifting along the ceiling, perhaps occasionally, you see 3 red black blotches.
Can I light my lantern and turn it to that to get a better look?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll me either a perception or investigation.
Investigation seems to be more appropriate. No, the bonus is the same.
With a 13.
Heck, we'll use the advantage because I can.
Yep, go ahead and use your advantage.
Roll better. 23.
Much better. Much better.
Much better. With a 23. It's almost like there were 3 very large pillar candles.
Hmm.
And by very large, I mean like large, that cause that much smoke,
Mm-hmm.
scorching soot debris on the rafters.
Is there any evidence of them on the floor, though?
Nope.
That's not natural.
Yeah, something's not right there. And there's no signs of blood or other bodily debris or fluid stains on the floor by or on the window or on the port window at all.
Nope.
This is getting stranger by the moment, my friend.
Well, something terrible obviously happened.
Yes.
Nobody burns that side of the pillar candles unless they're doing some sort of ritual.
Yeah, that's got to be some sort of major ritual going on there to be using
Three of those,
that.
three
Three
interlocking
of them.
circles.
How many interlocking circles were on the piece of paper?
3.
Three.
Interlocking spirals. Yep.
Oh,
Interlocking spirals, yeah. All right. As I hold the piece of paper up, does the position of the marks on the ceiling match up position wise on how they're drawn on the paper?
I mean, they're bigger, and so they're spaced further apart.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like it's a small standard, notepad paper, right? Or
Right.
a
Mm-hmm.
sheaf of paper.
Right.
What we consider an 8.5 by 11, but is considered like
Mm-hmm.
a quarter sheet, right?
Yeah,
So,
quarter sheet. Is it roughly the same pattern?
if you look up, those marks are each about the size of a piece of paper.
Okay.
So they're in a similar. I mean, any collection of 3 is going to look like a triangle, right?
Right.
Because it's the most.
Are they
stable.
spaced about the same though?
Probably. If you're, I mean, you'd have to do some math.
Proportionally.
On the proportionality.
Okay. At least visually proportional. That's all I'm looking
they're,
for.
They're visually proportional.
Okay.
As long as it's enough for us to create a conspiracy theory, everything is fine.
Yeah, that's all we need.
I am not denying you the possibility of creating a conspiracy theory. I just want to make sure you understand the size differential.
Yeah. So the hold is empty except for those tablets. There's nobody in the front. There's nobody in the back. We got signs
Somebody
of
went
some
out the
sort of
window.
weird ritual.
And yeah, somebody went out the window and didn't close it behind them, which is just rude.
Mm-hmm. Rude and very untidy. So let's see. Anything else as I look around the room? Anything else I've noticed besides what we've seen here already?
Again, the bed is neatly made. It's a lot
Mm-hmm.
fancier than the one in the prow. It's like
What did they hide under the mattress?
not really anything. There's clothes press, like there's a clothes drawers built into the bed, like a captain's bed.
Uh huh.
The mattress itself is fleece, not down.
Oh.
Comfier, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Better support. There's nothing you can find hidden under the mattress. If you open the drawers, you just find clothes. Very, serviceable, practical styling.
Mm-hmm.
Under the pillow, through the curtains. Nothing there. If you go over and look around the banquette and the table that's sitting in front of it, doesn't seem to be anything here either. The only, with that 23 investigation and that previous 17 investigation from Obadias, you see, however, one thing about that banquette. There's the cushion for the like 1.5 seat that sits along the aft. There's the cushion for the like 3 seats that sit along the starboard side.
Mm-hmm.
There's a back cushion for the aft, and there are 2 back cushions for the starboard side.
I'm going to go check and poke around the spot where the third cushion would be if there was one.
Okay. Roll me perception.
Lots
You
of wood.
you run your hand along it. The paneling is there, wood. You feel the nice, again, fleece stuffed cushions, comfy, well made. The fabric of the cushion itself is sailcloth. These are repurposed
Hmm.
sailcloth. Can I get a wisdom saving throw, please?
Okay.
Just from Hawk today, right now.
Yeah. Okay.
25. Um, you run your hand around and it feels rough on the seat underneath the actual wood of the banquette. It
Hmm.
doesn't feel polished.
Okay. Don't see anything. Everything seems regular here. Nothing untoward. The wood's a little rough there, but I can't imagine they would be polishing every
Rough.
single spot on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But rough how? Rough like as in rough wood, or rough as in somebody scratched an inscription in it? Like the captain was here, or some infernal phrase that tries to suck you into the netherworld.
Which does it feel like?
Mm, you would have to remove the seat cushion to see.
Okay. I will pull the seat cushion off.
Pulling the seat cushion off, you see a more. It's obviously intentionally carved,
Hmm.
Mhm.
but it doesn't look like the spiral design, and it doesn't look like the infernal markings that you saw um, on the tablets.
As he pulls the seat cushion back, I will tackle him heroically to save him from whatever it was.
Hmm. That's actually a
And
really good idea. I'm just gonna say, in this particular instance, hey, Obadias, you get advantage on your dex save.
Okay.
oh, I was just joking
Okay.
around.
I know, but a 23 is a lot better than a 6.
Hmm.
Indeed, it is.
What
Uh,
has Carner just saved me from?
what looks like perhaps uh, a again, it doesn't look like it belongs to either. You're going to take half of this. So half of 21 is 10.
10.
Cold damage as a jet of frost emerges from what looks like a glyph of warding on the seat. And you realize it's because the banquette seat is actually uh, a storage vessel. It's a
Where they
wooden
hide
seat.
the contraband.
Yes.
But now that you've taken the cushion off, you can see a bunch of carvings on these banquette seats.
Like a bunch of glyphs of warding.
Perhaps.
Man, they believed in a lot of security for this stuff, but not for themselves. It's kind of strange.
Yes. Because you think with the the cargo, the tablets that they have down there, you think the wards would be on those crates rather than this.
Unless they didn't know what was in the crates.
Possible. But what would be so valuable in here?
All right. I'll try and disarm them.
And Sir Obadiah will stand back, give his friend plenty of room, as
Stay
once
within
in the
10
past he
feet.
tried to help and interfere and he caused more trouble than it was help, so he will give him clear pass.
Give me
And
exactly 10 feet.
while I'm thinking about it here, yeah, I'll stay within 10 feet, but I'm also thinking
Trying to
I
see
want
if
to
you
do
have
this.
you have some spell that you could help cast to help him.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Uh, guidance.
I don't have that. I've got bless. I've got protection from good and evil. In my favor, no, that's not going to do anything for him. Bless. How many spell slots do I? Well, I just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and cast bless at first level
Mm-hmm.
on you just to be safe.
Okay. I won't say no to a blessing.
Hang on, let me hit the right button here. So, in case you have to make a saving throw along with my aura of protection, you'll also have an additional D4 to help protect yourself.
Mm-hmm. So you have
Yeah.
bless being a concentration spell. I want to know because you technically can't disarm glyphs of warding. You can attempt to dispel them, or you can attempt to break them, but you
Mhm.
can't disarm them.
I'm going to use sleight of hand to break them
Okay.
very carefully
Mm-hmm.
and watch them blow up in my face.
Yeah, you're gonna roll a lot of dex saves.
Well, it's a good thing you've got bless and me within 10 feet of you.
There's 5, by the way. Great. 32 is great. Roll the dex save with advantage for that 32. 10.
And you get the bonus from me being near you.
So that's 13
plus a d4.
plus a d4.
Plus a D4.
3. So 16.
So 16, you're going to take half damage.
Ow. Okay, maybe I don't know how to do this.
Half of 20 is 10 for fire damage.
Oof. Yeah, I don't know that I can do 4 more of these.
All right, my friend, step back and I will pull out my crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll have us stand back as far away as we can, and I'll shoot a crossbow bolt at each one of those to trigger them.
So the furthest you can stand is actually like get on the bed.
Okay.
Would be the furthest unless you want to stand on the side of the bed.
Ooh. Let's prop up the mattress to make it into a faux barrier. And you can use it also to hold the crossbow steady.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm. Easily done. There doesn't seem to be any triggers on the bed.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right. So how many targets do we have left?
4.
4. Okay. Here, I'll shoot at the first one. 22 to hit.
22 will hit. The 5 will crack it enough for it to count.
Okay. All right.
It's a stationary.
Fire.
It's a stationary wooden object. You have to hit a 3.
Yeah. All right. Fire 2.
Yep.
Fire 3 to dispel.
Barely, but yes.
All right. And 4.
There you go. Oh wait, you have a. That's right. You have a heavy crossbow of warning.
Yeah.
You have advantage on perception checks and initiative, correct?
Initiative. Right. Initiative. Can't be. We can't. If he's within 30 feet of us, neither one of us can be surprised
Mm-hmm.
or be incapacitated with something other than non-magical sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Let's see. Warns of danger. Advantage on initiative rolls. Can't be surprised.
Okay. So
Doesn't say anything about the other.
okay. There's so many things about rules going back and forth that I always want to double check.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. You fire those 4 bolts off, boom, 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 and these explosions kind of mix together in this kind of oddly warped view and twisted version of a color spray spell or chromatic orb. It's green and black and red and blue before it stops. You wait the extra couple seconds. The only thing left is some char marks and a little bit of acid on the floor.
I will walk forward, pull out my warhammer, and use that to poke around in the area to make sure nothing else happens to see what I can uncover
Mm-hmm.
without touching it with my hand, so to speak.
There are no other glyphs that you can see. Poking it, there doesn't seem to be any glyphs in general on this anymore. You're 100% sure of that. Using the warhammer to lift the seat of the box, the entire inside of this 4-person banquet, L-shaped banquet, is stuffed with a combination of bags of gems and gold and piles of red ledgers very similar to the one you had seen before.
Well, we've definitely found something here.
There is also a sitting kind of like not underneath and not really hidden so much as like tucked along the side to keep it in position is a long sword in its sheath.
Hmm. All right. I will go ahead and get closer and pull out one of these ledgers to see if it's readable or not.
Not to you, unfortunately.
Okay. I'll show it. Yeah. Anything that you can read either. Or is it same as looks like same as before?
Does it look like the same script as before?
It does.
Yep, nothing that we can read.
All right.
But
But what? Yes, my friend.
we should definitely turn this over to some form of authority.
Yes, that's true. Looks like they were carrying something, and I will go ahead, reach to the bottom, and pull that longsword out to investigate, to check it out.
Uh, could you roll me a sleight of hand as you do, reaching your hand
Sure.
in between the bags and books?
Mm-hmm. 14.
14 is good enough. You feel something sharp along your hand as you grasp the hilt of the sword. They seem flat on the inside. You know, there's something sharp also under those piles of bags of gold and
Okay.
gems.
All right, then what I will do is I'll take out one of my. I'll pick up the crossbow bolts that I shot,
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to take one of them and I'll use that to reach in there, pull up to feel what this sharp thing, to pull out try to see what this sharp thing is that my hand was bumping against.
So do you pull out the sword first, or do you just, when you feel the sharp thing, you let it go?
When I feel the sharp thing, I let it go, and then I'm going to use the crossbow bolt to go in there to see if I can pull out whatever this flat thing is.
Do you want me to do that?
If you would like, my friend, feel free.
I have tools for that.
Well, then, I've used my tools. I'll pick up my crossbow bolts and step back and put them back in the case. Use your tools, my friend.
Do you want another sleight of hand to
Mm-hmm.
remove whatever it is?
Mm-hmm. 18. Um,
It means
it
I rolled a
is.
4.
Huh? Oh, you rolled a 4. Rogues, man. Rogues are gonna rogue. Um, I will say when you make your way there and you figure out exactly what it is, right? You determine that it is indeed actually more than one, which is the important part here, more than one. It's a pile, a collection. Like half of the bottom of this banquet seat, you realize, is stacked full of full size dragon scale.
Whoa.
Red.
Oh my.
Red dragon scale.
Whoa. That would have helped with the fire stuff.
Is that what I think it is that you're pulling out?
Mm-hmm. It is.
It's quite a haul of them there.
So, how much of this are we supposed to donate to the church, and how much of it do we have to turn over to the authorities?
Well, according to the church, I tithe 10% of what I gather and find. As far as what goes to the authorities, that would be the 90% of what we there. That would be whatever they feel is proper to hold on to, and the rest goes to us as a reward.
So, 10% of what you find goes to the church. Got it. 90% of what the authorities find goes to them.
But then again, you could interpret that at this point that it's what I find, not necessarily what you find.
Oh, that's definitely my interpretation.
It is
So,
open to interpretation.
I will pick up the ledgers and hand them to my dear paladin friend and ask him to stack them over on the table across the room.
All right. Yeah, let me go through these in our inventory and sort these while you peruse the rest of that there.
I One of the items I took was a bag of holding, um, specifically for such purposes. The other one was gloves of thievery, which is why I have a plus 14 to my sleight of hand.
Yeah. And if it's in the bag of holding, I can't see it and know where it is, right?
Correct. I will put.
I thought I thought I saw something, but maybe I was mistaken.
I will put a not insignificant amount of the loot in my bag of holding as I start stacking like dragon scales and bags of golden gems on the table next to him as he's looking at the ledgers. It's just maybe 50% of what was in there.
All of the dragon scales are red dragon scales.
Uh-huh.
Uh, the bags, you realize, are set denominations.
Oh.
So each bag is 150 gold. There is a total of 10,000 gold.
That's a lot of bags.
It is.
That's going to take some time to count.
It is.
We still don't know what made these people disappear.
Also
I
true.
think
Not yet.
I think I think we're getting a little sidetracked. And I wince as I say that.
Can I get a perception check from everyone?
Yeah.
A 19 and an 18. Y'all are in sync.
We work well as a team.
You feel the side to side pitch of the boat, but you feel something off about it.
Well, let's go up top and see if we hit something.
Did we hit a sandbar or did something big swim underneath us?
I'm hoping it's the former, not the latter.
So am I, and I will head outside to check.
Can I get a wisdom saving throw from our dear paladin?
Certainly.
12.
A 12.
Can I get a wisdom saving throw from our dear rogue?
Yep. Not any better.
You walk up as you turn, as Karoon turns back, Kamir turns back to counting and moving bags. Obadias walks out goes to open the door to the ladder that you could walk out back onto the deck to determine what happened. We see, as the camera pans, it's that panning shot from Kamur up to Obadias. We see is just the frame shifts, Kamur fall unconscious on the pile of gold that he was counting. And Obadias has that half second to kind of turn back to see what happened before he also falls unconscious in the doorway of the hatch.
I think this is when we call the tactical nuke. I mean, airstrike.
Well, you're just unconscious, and we can see if that happens. But right now, we're going to take the break. And when we come back, we'll find out if you need the tactical airstrike or if you want to save it for later.
True.
The box is out, but we're not pushing the button quite yet.
I think this is a case of to use certain terminology, you've called for the football, you just haven't pushed the big red button yet.
Exactly.
All right. We will be back, everybody. Stretch, bio, refresh. I'm going to run the ad break so we can get rid of those pre-rolls for you. But again, we're still raising money for Fisher House Foundation. We are doing so well today. We are over halfway to our goal, currently sitting at $525 of our $1,000 goal raised for Fisher House Foundation. Please feel free to donate, or if you can't donate, we understand money's tight and things are hard for everybody. Please go ahead and just share our Go Live link around, repost, share, talk about this, and we really appreciate it. We will be back shortly, but stretch, bio, do all those good things, and we'll see you in a second. Hi, it works better if I'm not muted. Hello, welcome back. I hope you refreshed, you stretched, you bioed, you did all the things, and are ready to dive back into the second half of our last game for day one as we see what happens in the land of Laflanes. In the domain of Greyhawk. For our dear friends Sir Obadias and Kamur, both of whom are currently unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
You both wake up where you fell. So Obadias in the doorway of the hatch. Kamur on the pile of gold you were counting. And you know immediately two things. The ship is no longer rocking. And it is significantly colder than it was when you were last conscious.
How are you doing, my friend? I call down to you.
This isn't as comfortable as down.
I can imagine. All right. I'm going to attempt it again. Take a look outside.
You can look
And
outside.
I will go up and open the hatch door and look out to see what's going on.
You are going to find out three things. Number one, well, your bless is gone. It's been gone.
Mm-hmm.
You were unconscious, you lost consciousness, you lose concentration, you are no longer blessed. And a d4 was not going to save you on that 12.
Oh, I know. I didn't roll it because I knew a 7 I was screwed.
Oh, well, Hawk was also blessed, right?
Oh, yeah, he could have blessed himself.
Yeah. But
up to 3 people or whatever?
It didn't.
No, they both just go. I guess it could have gone on to both of us, but
yeah, if you name a level 1 bless will take 3 people.
Right, I forgot about that.
So I was assuming that you had blessed yourself, but it still wouldn't have helped you with a 12.
Okay.
The ship is no longer in a moving body of water. You look around, Sir Obadias, and there's the bridge behind you that you jumped on. You jumped on, the ship went under the bridge, and just beyond it, where you jumped onto the boat. However, you could now walk there as the ship is iced in place. There's a blanket of snow and ice, you're pretty sure significantly thick, just looking at the coverage on the side of the bridge, on the various trees that you can see from the river. Thick, heavy blanket of snow and ice across this entire area. You can see your breath as you breathe.
You won't believe this, my friend, but winter has come, so to speak. Everything is frozen out here, literally. Is the boat still on the river, but the river is ice, or are we above it?
No,
or is it ice and we're above it? Or
no, you're the ice grew up around the sides of the ship.
Okay. All right, cool.
I'll look out the back window.
Ice and snow.
Does it still look like the same river?
Yes, it's exactly the same river. You see the exact same bend in it. You see the same bridge that you sailed underneath. You see in the distance the trees that would mark the forest
Hmm,
that
that's
follow the
strange.
road that follows the river. All of it just covered in snow and ice.
That's. I think we're going to need to make a bigger donation.
It'd be. I don't. Look, if I didn't know any better, it looks like we might have either gotten someone's attention, angered somebody, or they did. The people on the ship did that, and they're just now catching up to it.
Hmm. Whatever the case may be, I'm now putting 60% of everything into my pouch instead of 50%. Um,
Mm-hmm.
And I will go up further on the deck. I'm going to look around. Do I see anything living or even unliving around, or is it everything just as desolate as it was before when we got
You
on the
can
boat?
roll me a perception check, but it's going to be at disadvantage given the snow glare.
Okay, fair enough.
Well,
Oh,
you double nat 20 it, so there's no disadvantage on that. Double nat 20. I'm going to give you two pieces of information. You may ask me three questions.
okay.
The snow and ice is heavy, thick, blanketed. If you had to guess, you'd say anywhere from a foot to a foot and a half deep in places. It's hard to gauge over the variety of trees and brushes, but there's some wind drift, but a foot to a foot and a half seems correct.
Okay.
You don't see any marks of smaller woodland creatures, you know, rabbits, squirrels, none of that.
Mm-hmm.
You do see a couple marks of some slightly larger things, deer picking their way through, um, that kind of thing. You also see that where the village should be, because again, you were at the outer edge of your
Mm-hmm.
patrol when you
Right.
caught sight of the when Kamor caught sight of the boat coming down the way, and you went out to the bridge, which was like 100 meters from that outer edge of your patrol. So I would assume the outer edge of that township village is about 100 yards, 200 yards, or 100 yards from where you are, and then another 100 yards to the actual edge inside uh, the village itself. So 200, maybe 250 yards. You don't see a village. Not just it's covered in snow, you can't stake out people. I mean, there's no buildings covered in snow.
No buildings in the spot where they should be. But
Correct.
the land is there, but the land that the buildings would be on is there, but the buildings are not there.
Mm-hmm. But the bridge is behind you.
First thing I want to do is I want to look up in the sky, look at the position of the sun to make sure if to see how long we were out,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe detect if how much if this is a case. Have we advanced massively in forward or backward in time, or is the sun in is everything in position the way it should be on this particular date?
Roll me a survival, and because of that double nat 20 perception, I will give you advantage on your survival check to
Okay.
determine the time and positioning.
Oh, wrong button here. There we go.
19. Very good. So the time of day seems, if you were going based on the time that you had previously been aware of, you were perhaps unconscious for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, give or take, depending on
Mhm.
the general position of the sun. However, in looking up to the sun, you see one of the moons visible, which shouldn't be given the time of year that you were in.
Mhm.
And you would also be able to perhaps guesstimate that there was a massive time shift by an order of degrees. You know, ages.
Mhm.
Forward or back, that would be more complicated.
Okay.
As you look at around to try and gauge all of this information, you realize that the edge, the very edge of the aft of the rudder of the ship was touching the bridge.
My friend, I've got some good news and some not so good news.
Start with the scariest.
I don't know for sure when we are. I know where, but I don't know when.
That's a new one.
Yeah. The village is no longer there, and by the position of the sun, it appears we have gone into the past.
Hmm. How old's the bridge from what would be our normal date?
So the bridge was probably constructed during the Empire as part of the
Okay.
Great Kingdom.
Uh,
So within the last 500-ish years, it should be about the same time. Like, you wouldn't build a bridge like that without some sort of settlement nearby, right?
mhm.
A wooden bridge would have serviced if it was just a crossing point. Um,
But this is a permanent stone structure.
yes. And I will give you the point that, again, the ship was touching the bridge, is currently touching
Mm-hmm.
the bridge.
It's touching the bridge
Yes. It is in.
like it's tipped out of the water.
No, like well, like the rudder is not the rudder itself is tipped up.
Oh, okay.
The rudder, not the keel, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
so the rudder looks like it's been, there was a snap of
Mhm.
of the ropes that support the rudder to the keel, and
Yeah.
the rudder lever went all physically upwards, so it is physically
Gotcha.
in contact with the arch of the bridge.
Like a yeah. So now it's standing up more like a flag than down in the water like a rudder.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Got it.
And because of that, you could make some thoughts about the bridge.
Well, I guess we disembark and try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Do you need any help getting up here? Or have you
Mm,
got it?
no, I think I'm fine.
Okay.
You can roll, anyone who wants to can roll an Arcana
Okay. I will.
to see more about your perception. 10. Something
Yeah.
magical happened
Mm-hmm.
that moved you the ship and maybe the bridge
Maybe the bridge.
through some sort of temporal passage. You're not sure what.
So everything connected to the ship
Yep.
got moved. And the fact that the rudder's touching the bridge, it may have moved the bridge with it.
Yep.
Well, that's just fascinating.
So, I suppose we get off this thing and see what we can find.
So there is no gangplank.
Mm-hmm.
The ship is standard height from the water. You're reasonably certain that the thickness of the, given the fact that the ship is not moving at all,
Mm-hmm.
the thickness of the ice would be enough for the two of you to stand on without any concern.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the rest of the dragon scales in my bag of holding.
So you have all the dragon scales and 60% of the gold.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you.
I don't think I can put anything more than that weight wise.
It would probably make it pretty full.
Because gold weighs a decent amount.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't even take 60% of the gold. If I'm doing the math correctly. Isn't it 10 gold per pound? 10,000 gold would be 1,000 pounds. If I remember correctly. So many people don't use encumbrance anymore that I've completely forgotten those details that I used to keep on hand.
But encumbrance is fun. I know, I'm weird. I enjoy it.
Same.
Yeah, I can hold 5. Oh no, wait. There's the rule about, it's the other rule. Hold on. It's so the bag of
It
holding.
says 50 gold is 1 pound.
Yeah, so it's not 10 gold. It's 50.
Okay, so that's a little bit more doable.
Yeah, and so a bag of holding can hold
500 pounds.
500 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And it cannot exceed 64 cubic feet. You're not exceeding 64 cubic feet.
Yeah, no.
No.
So 50. So 10,000 divided by 50.
10,000.
Is 200.
Yeah.
200.
So I could definitely put it all in there.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well take it all for safekeeping. How else are we going to get it to the church?
Mm-hmm. And who knows, we may need it for our ticket back.
Dragon scale, while durable, are actually very light. It's one of the wonderful things
even
about
better.
this game.
Sweet. I don't know. Do we want to carry the longsword around?
I have my base weapons. Is it something that you could put to use?
I would never put it to use.
Excuse me.
Is there room in the bag of holding?
Yeah, there's room.
Okay, put it in there for now.
Okay.
I may investigate it later to see if it's got any properties to it.
And then I'll put the ledgers in there as well. And then grab the one from the front before I disembark as well.
Mm-hmm. So
Never know. There could be clues.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Maybe we'll find someone who can read it.
And then I'll use rope. And we can go down with a rope.
Yep. Yep. I have rope as well, so between the two of us.
You are also on a ship, and there's a whole lot of line.
Oh, yeah, we'll just use the ship's rope.
Yeah.
I was like,
We can just take this. We can just use the lines off of there and.
I don't know if it
rappel
got
down.
frozen into the river or something. I don't know.
No,
Yep.
there's a lot of coiled rope that you can find.
Sweet.
Particularly below decks, there's piles of coiled rope and lines that you can, which might be useful.
I'll grab a coil from down there as he gathers everything up, and I'll rig something up for us to climb off the ship with.
Do you take any of the cargo?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
No, Obadiah's. If that stuff is as infernal as it seemed like, that's the last thing he wants his hands to get unblessed with for
I
now.
would, I,
Fair.
you know, I would rather set it on fire than take it with us.
Hmm. I mean, you want to set the ship on fire?
Let's not, just in case that's part of the way we get back.
Last resort, if we start running
Yeah.
out of warmth.
Hmm.
Hmm. Uh, can I get an athletics or acrobatics? With the use of the rope, you have advantage to disembark the ship. It's more, you're not going to take damage. It's about how graceful you do this. Obadiah's is slightly more graceful. There's a little bit of, you know, dwarf trying to climb over the side of a ship problems.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm slightly vertically challenged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All this
Big
kind of stuff has been
stubby
a part
legs.
of all this part stuff like this has been part of Obadiah's training since day one when he was becoming a paladin.
Yep. Because, as we mentioned earlier today, if you are a person who is trained in heavy armor, you know how to swim in it. If you know how to swim. Sorry. uh, but you make your way off the ship, rappel down. How tall is Kamor?
I did not write that down, so whatever would be average for a dwarf.
So about 4.5, 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
Cool. The snowpack is up to your, you know, upper thighs.
Okay.
Maybe close to the top of your hips.
Okay.
So Kalmor is definitely moving at half speed over difficult terrain. Um, Obadiah's, how tall is Obadiah's?
6 foot,
Yeah.
6 foot
So
4.
it's a little bit better for you, but it's definitely at least knee deep, maybe closer to
Hmm.
thigh deep for you. So it's also going to be difficult terrain for you as well. Moving
Okay.
through the snow and just, it's heavy, wet snow. This is the kind of snow that if you left it on the peak of your roof too long and too thick, it can crush the rafters of your house.
Gotcha. How much snow is on the bridge?
Like a foot and a half, foot and a half.
Interesting.
So the snowfall fell after we arrived.
Is it snowing now?
Nope.
Strange.
Well,
Curiouser and curiouser. So do we head to where the village would have been? Used to be slash used to be?
I mean, sure.
Or do you have another place in mind?
If we, so we would be going south to the village,
mm-hmm.
right? From where approximately where the bridge is, because that's basically where we are.
Yeah, exactly.
The next closest place in our time would be north from there,
Yep.
right? Where it splits off with the Irv River.
Yes.
I guess we go south first. It's the closest.
Okay.
Go ahead and make those survival checks, please. Because it's going to be slow going and it's cold
Mm-hmm.
and wet.
Not bad. 16 and 17. we're right in lockstep again.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like we planned this.
Almost. I have a question. Are you walking in lockstep abreast?
Probably not, because I walk slower.
Yeah, I would probably go ahead and walk in front, if anything, to try to break the snow up a little bit to make it easier for him to go.
Okay. You're
Since I'm a little bit taller, I can break it up, and he may not go down to it as much, and may be able to get a better walking path.
mm-hmm.
Looking out for my friend.
Very
Appreciate that.
important thing to do. If you are a tall, don't forget to let your short people fall behind you. Just like if you are a semi truck, you are the best thing in a snowstorm, and we all appreciate you.
Mhm. I do that when parting large parties too. As someone who's taller, I have the short people follow behind me
Mm-hmm,
because they can't see through the crowd.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
We appreciate it. I acknowledge my short status. It's fine. But
I've always been the tall guy. This is my chance to not have to be the one sitting in the back of the group for the picture.
Excellent.
look, you got to sit in the back. Some of us are inherently told, well, can you just squat down or kneel down in front? It's like, great, thanks. We're fine. It's all good.
No bitterness whatsoever.
No.
None at all. As you make your way
No.
south towards the village, or where the village was perhaps at some point. Time
Something.
is a
For all we know, we're in an alternate universe where the village never existed.
Yeah, we don't know. So
You don't. You make your way. It's slow going, even though it's only 250 yards, and you could walk that pretty decently paced. You're at half speed right now, so it's pushing, pushing, and it's a workout, right? Like even Obadias, as you have been trained for this, there's a level of like, ooh, carrying full gear through a snow hard march is a workout.
Oh yeah.
And you're both feeling it by the time you get to the location of where the village boundary should be. Can I get a Constitution saving throw from both of you?
All right, you're still within 10 feet of me.
Okay. That'll give me a 21.
You know, those are good numbers right there. Those are some good numbers with a 21 and a 20. As you move through there, you're not overly tired. You're still fine. There have been a couple drifts that were a little taller, a little heavier to move through, but for the most part, you've been moving at an acceptable pace.
We're looking like marathon steady here, not trying to rush anywhere.
Right.
As
Keeping an even pace.
Keeping an even pace, proceeding at a pace. As you get to what should be like the center point of the village, again, nothing. You see nothing.
No rubble, no evidence of previous
Habitation, no.
building or habitations or anything.
And given just the general way the snow is drifting, you're still on an open plain where there was no, construction of anything at recent time. Can I get a history or arcana?
I will go Arcana.
I will attempt history.
Since I've got a bonus there and I don't for history. Not that it made much difference.
Something weird and magical happened, Sir Obadias. With a 12 in history, Kamor. You know generally the history of this village. You know that it was founded shortly before the collapse of the Sul Empire.
Oh, wow.
There'd been permanent habitation here since then.
That's pretty old.
Mm-hmm.
So either it got wiped off the face of the planet, or we're way back in time.
You're leaning to the latter.
Yeah. From what I've seen with the position of the sun and the moon up there, where it's not happened yet.
Um, I have no idea what to do with this information.
Mhm. Where do we go from here? We know where different towns and villages would be, but we don't know if they're even there yet.
I, yes, I mean, we have a rough estimate of a minimum of how far back.
Yeah, roughly over. Wait, hold on. We're in 580, so 3,500 years, give or take. Right? Did I do my math right?
Yeah, something like that. Holy.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
The actual city of Greyhawk.
Mm-hmm.
How old is that in comparison to this time period? Would that even be around?
Um.
I don't remember how that coincides with the Sul Empire.
Da, 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 da.
I know the Sul had spread across the Flanaess by then.
Yeah. I'm double checking the timeline. Yeah, so the Sul Empire, you know, it's about 1,000 years, not 3,000, sorry, 1,000 years collapse, you know, give or
Mm-hmm.
take. Um,
And if this village was created shortly or toward the end of it, and it's there's no sign of it whatsoever,
mm-hmm.
we're definitely at least within the time period of the Sul Empire.
Yes. And I'm checking the timeline because I know the city itself collects a number of so the Great Migration. Yeah, so the free city of Greyhawk is part of is founded as part of the mass migrations of the survivors of the war between the empires, right? And the
Yeah,
destruction of the Sul Empire.
between the Baklunish and the Sul.
Yeah,
Uh,
so the actual date.
so it's going to be about the same time as the village, then,
Yeah,
or a little bit after.
the city is founded a little bit after.
So that's not there.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so that won't be there either.
yeah, because Hardby is founded in negative 279,
Mm-hmm.
and to become the matriarchy that it is. Bup, 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 bup.
Our best bet, and I hate to say this, our best bet might be crossing the river and looking for elves in the gnarly forest.
If that's our best bet to find something, anything, then I guess we go.
Because if we go too much further south, even if we try to get to Hardby, walking through this kind of snow, it's going to take us weeks. I don't
Yes.
have that many rations.
Neither do I, and who knows whether we'll be able to hunt for any game to keep us going.
Correct.
If there's this much snow, they'll be buried. They'll be hiding deep.
We'd have better luck within the forest for at least
Yeah.
survival reasons.
If anything else. All right, so you ready, my friend?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right.
You speak Elvish, right?
Yes, I do.
Oh, thank goodness somebody does.
All right. Hi ho, towards the forest we go.
I need a survival check and a perception check. Perception to make sure that you are going in the correct location.
All right. I'll go with perception first then.
Mm-hmm. So your paladin can see better, but your dwarf knows how to get around. And between the two of you, you are welcome into pursuing your way north. It's a little slow going. Because you went south to the town, it will take you a little bit. It'll take you longer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the free city of Greyhawk isn't founded until after the Empire of Vecna collapses.
I couldn't remember when it played a role, but I knew it was not as old as some.
No, it's a.
So where are we on the map? Approximately
Yeah.
here?
Hold on. Yeah, I need to just do. That was not what I wanted. Yeah, you were right here at the curve. Well, at the curve.
Oh, we got that far south.
Oh, we're that far. Okay.
Well, yeah, right at the curve
Yes.
on this side of the river. So
Gotcha.
if you crossed
Okay.
the river, then you could follow the road north into the gnarly forest.
If that road exists at this time period.
Well, at least there's a river.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We can follow it.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. For some reason, I thought we were further north in the river than that.
No, you were on the curve. Sorry, that was me putting you in the wrong
Gotcha.
place.
No worries.
So
We'll
as you make your way
over
north,
and make our way north.
Yep.
you will not get this. You will not make it to the tree line today.
We'll have to bushcraft an igloo or something.
Mm-hmm.
I will go ahead and say that you can do so because you have the 21 survival to do so.
Nice.
But
Now is the time we really need a wizard with tiny hut.
yep. Very important question. Are you staying awake?
We're going to have to take watches. We have no idea what the heck's going on.
Yeah, we'll just have to take turns on watch.
Which means it'll take us longer to rest, but it is what it is.
Yeah. The key is survival, not necessarily speed. Going fast doesn't do us any good if we don't make it there and wear ourselves out in the process.
Indeed. And I don't want to give any elf a reason to say they saved my life.
I mean, don't you want to make friends?
Yeah, I just don't want them to have a reason to say they saved my life.
Fair. So, you camp. Can I get perception checks from both of you as you split the shifts of the watch?
Okay. 19.
And a 15.
And a 15.
It's getting cold. And it's coming in through the bits of your armor. There's also the damp is setting in from pounding through the snow.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, I'll pound on myself to break the chainmail to keep it from
Mm-hmm.
freezing and locking up.
You can get, there's nothing you see in the night. A few like snow hairs you see moving in the distance, you're pretty sure. But no large game at the moment. As the morning comes, you're both a little chilled, a little uncomfortable, but you got a full rest. All of your hit points recover, all of your spell slots recover, all of that good stuff. And the edge of the forest is in front of you. You'll make it there in a couple hours, you're pretty sure.
Excellent.
All right. Keep moving forward.
The river
Get to the
is
shelter of the trees.
the river is you can barely see, the river that you're following north. You know it's there because of the depression,
Mm-hmm.
but it is also iced and snowed over.
Hmm.
I'm guessing that we did not find the road.
You did not find the road.
You think it's
We can follow.
you
the
think
river.
it's buried underneath this ice, or more likely it's not here? It's the road's not here yet.
I have no guess at this point. 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other.
Yeah, and I have no inclination to dig and find out.
That would be a waste of effort.
Yes.
Curious,
Mm-hmm.
but still a waste of effort.
Yeah. All right, we keep moving.
We make our way into the gnarly forest, or what we
Yep.
believe to be the gnarly forest.
Gnarly forest. Forest of some sort here.
Probably is the gnarly forest. As you make your way north, you make your way through the woods. Can I get a survival from both of you?
Yeah.
Sure.
And a perception. Okay, so I finally got the answer to the question we were all wondering. And for those of you following along at home, the city of Greyhawk is founded in negative 315 CY.
Okay.
And the Stool Empire, the dissolution of the empires is 480, negative 470, negative 465, depending on what year you're looking at things. But the migrations are doing like the end of the 400s and the beginning of the 300s. So.
Gotcha. So it's about 100 years before the empire falls.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, no,
or
it's
after.
100 years after the empire falls.
After the empire falls, yeah. Got it. And yeah, I'm no help this time. I'm sorry. The cold must be getting to me.
Yeah.
I think it is.
All that hard work trudging through the snow is caught up to you.
Yep. But you get the 19 perception and a 23 survival as you make your way through the woods. How does Kamor feel about the woods?
Doesn't really bother him too much. He just doesn't spend a lot of time there.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as he remembers from his information, these are mostly wood elves and they don't like outsiders.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he's a little apprehensive, doesn't want to look like a threat.
Yeah. So.
He's got a big shiny paladin that's, usually that people usually like.
Mm-hmm. So as you make your way through into the gnarly forest, you can see the signs of game in here. You could hunt if you choose to with that 23
Nope,
survival.
nope, don't hunt until we find the elves. If we hunt without their permission, they'll shoot first and ask questions later.
Sounds like a good plan.
As you make your way further north, it's a touch warmer under the trees because they're providing a windbreak,
Mhm.
given their density. And
Is the snow as deep because of the canopy of the trees? Is it?
no, it's a little bit less deep because of the canopy protection, but it is heavy snow even around here.
Right.
I mean, with it being wet snow like that, it'd probably fall through the branches
Just
pretty.
yeah, fall through the
Fall through.
branches if it's the wet stuff.
Yep. So I do need both of you, well, to make me another perception check as you make your way through.
Okay. If it helps, all my passives are 18.
Oh, with a passive of 18, you get the choice. Are you going to help Obadias or let him get splatted?
I will help Obadiah.
You can
What am I
grab
helping
him
him
and
do?
pull him away.
Oh, yes. I will do another heroic tackle.
Do a heroic tackle just as, a giant of snow falls from the canopy above.
Oh, wow.
So we gotta watch out for that as well.
Yeah, there might have been a branch inside that one.
Yeah.
As you move through the forest, you begin to look for signs of habitation, signs of elves, any of that. Perhaps even the centaurs that are supposed to be in this forest as well, although you're not quite sure when they got here. There seems to be something there. With an 18 perception, you feel watched, Comor.
He's going to just believe that it's the elves. His conspiracy theories about them is that they'll find you, you don't find them. So you just keep walking till they show up.
Okay. You're walking through.
I think they're getting closer. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see them.
That little voice inside of your head telling you something's going on.
Yeah, you know, that feeling before somebody ambushes you.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
But you can't be ambushed right now because you have a heavy crossbow of warning.
Of warning. So we won't be surprised anyway.
Mm-hmm. You won't be surprised. What you do hear is coming around you, so moving through you as you say that, you see elves begin to pop out of the ground like daisies. Pop out of the snow like daisies. Look, it had to be said.
Hilarious. Love it.
And one of them, you can't quite tell. Their long, like, brown-ish shades of hair have been pulled back in a very high French braid, kind of pulled high and tight.
Fancy.
And they're all wearing leathers, but they're also wearing heavy coats and scarves and mufflers. And they look askance at Obadiah, less askance at Comor, because I believe you said Comor had leather armor on.
Yes.
Still not great, but And you said Obadiah speaks Elven?
Yes, I speak Elvish.
Okay. Ooh, would Obadiah Obadiah have reason? No, you lived generally in the shadow of the gnarly forest. I believe you would have had a reason to speak the Sylvan dialects.
Mm-hmm.
One of
I would
them,
at least be familiar. I may not be fluent with them, but I'm at least familiar with them,
you're
I
at
would
least
say.
familiar with them, and enough not to to understand some things and go from there.
Not to mix up the term mother for something like donkey.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Really not great things, but you're good at that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The elf in charge. Who are you?
I am Sir Obadiah Malachi, Sir Scandalon Malachi Obadiah the Fourth. My friend here and I were traveling on and along the river, and we suddenly find ourselves misplaced.
Ask him if the
As he
king still
speaks,
lives.
does the king still live?
Ooh, very nice arrow out there. I have a question.
Yes. Everybody knows about the disappearance of the Elven King.
This is
Right.
true. Everybody does.
In modern time.
In modern times, they do. That wasn't my question. Um, when so Obadiah would know about that and would make
Mm-hmm.
so when you say this, I need you to make me a persuasion check so it doesn't sound like you're threatening the king.
Mm-hmm. That I'm being genuine in my request.
Yes, then you're concerned.
Okay.
I'm still
Ooh.
trying to figure out what time it is or what year it is.
Mm-hmm. Also, quick question. Is the dialect that this elf speak in,
Use
does
the
it
crit.
have does it does it have the same feel of the elvish that I'm used to listening to, or does it sound like it's like the difference between Elizabethan English and our English?
If you wanted to be more concise about it, you would have to consider how to phrase this. It's the difference. It's not like that. It's the difference between Sicilian and Venetian.
Okay.
In theory, the two groups of people could have a conversation, and they
Mhm.
can.
Yeah.
However, it's kind of difficult, and both of them default to the middle train. Like, so if I go to Venice and I open my mouth, the first words out of a Venetian's mouth is "Tu es siciliana," si. And you're like, okay, that means we're both going to switch slightly to the Tuscan dialect so that we understand each other, because the word choice is different, the grammar is different, pronunciation is different.
Okay.
In theory, these are separate languages, but they have enough of a common root that we can have a conversation.
Right.
It's like the difference between Portuguese and Brazilian.
Okay. So nothing that's going to give me an indication of time
No,
from that.
not
That's what I was curious about more than anything else.
And realistically, because of how long
Mm-hmm.
the elves live and how long the elven empires exist, along with the great migrations and all of those kind of things, their dialects don't have linguistic shift.
They don't have the fluctuations that other ones would have. Okay.
For sure.
So,
Especially
Chris, do
humans.
you recommend we use the crit here on
Yeah,
this?
use the crit. Use the crit.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to use your crit to not say that you're threatening the
king.
Elven King, who may
Yeah.
or
We
may
want
not.
we want a very good impression.
Yeah.
Something much more important than a 5.
Yeah.
I can understand that. I can understand using it.
Could be a quick end to the story, though.
Yeah.
And then they were strung up for treason.
Yep.
Oh well.
Yeah, and then they were murdered for threatening the. I'm trying to remember What year does Robilar go missing? I would like to point out that officially the King of the Elves is missing, and he's been missing for fuck ton years.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like it's full on.
Oh, for sure. I mean, according to elves, like it's only been like a generation, but you know, for the rest of us, it's been like centuries
Yeah.
or millennia.
Yeah,
It's been since our children and their children and their children and their children and their children.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Okay. Galathian Glitterhang, the Glitter King. Can't find the year. God damn it.
I'm trying to see if I can find it.
Okay. Grey elves, high elves, valley elves. Wood elves. Snow elves. All of these wonderful elves. Come on. I'm going to go with the general answer that there is confusion as you ask that question.
Who
What
is
do you
king
mean
then?
about the king? Human.
We just seek
Wish
to
him
make
good
sure
health.
that wish him health and wish that and am we are hopeful that all is going well within you and your people.
Hmm.
As my friend and I here are strangers in a strange land.
Nice reference.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Come, it is too cold to stand here. Let us be more warm.
We thank you graciously for your hospitality, and we will follow you.
Mm. Yeah. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say he's not. Nope. We're gonna go with he's not. Yeah, makes my life easy. We're gonna go with he's not because I can find other references and it's a pain in the ass. Um,
That he has not disappeared yet.
yes.
Okay, that
And they
does
lead
make
you
things simple.
further into the woods, into these very constructed, um, into the trees throughout them, and you feel this momentary um, push
Mm-hmm.
as you feel the. And then suddenly it feels warmer, almost as if you crossed a boundary or a barrier. There's a uh, less snow. There's still snow, right? Like it's still there. Um, but as you come around They gesture to you towards a dwelling, kind of a cross between a uh, uh, treehouse and a yurt.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Um, it's comfortable. There's fire. Well, not really a fire. There's a form of heat source. And within the space, there's blankets and um, small soup is kind of brought for you, and you are requested to remain here for the night.
Thank them for their hospitality.
Yes. And I will do so.
You are left alone in your yurt in the trees with some good soup.
Well, so far so good.
Yeah. Um, no idea how we get back though.
No.
Could you roll
So
me an Arcana at advantage? Either one. Whoever wants to.
I've got a +3 there, so I'll go
Go
ahead.
for it. That's better than mine.
Now here come all the bad rolls.
I mean, a 4 is what you rolled, so a 7.
Ouch.
You're going through the order of events in your mind, right? Like, you got on the ship, you checked all the spaces, you found the cargo, you put the cargo back, you got to the back room, you found the evidence of perhaps where the bodies went over the side as food for the fishes.
We felt the breeze when we pulled the tablets out.
Felt the breeze when you pulled the tablets out. You set off every glyph of warding on.
We disarmed the glyphs of warding
Yeah.
aggressively.
I'm pretty sure disarming means not setting off.
Yeah.
I don't know. Talk to the bomb squad about that.
No, a bomb squad will tell you that setting off is not disarming.
Disarming.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Different concepts.
I can tell you about that. Fun facts.
Yeah.
Comes
Control
from on a
explosions.
military base.
Yeah. So could we have summoned or triggered something in destroying those glyphs?
That would be strange.
Be strange, but it's not impossible.
then
And what's going on is quite impossible right now.
Like, how many times does someone's protective glyph of warding teleport people to a different time and place?
It might not itself, but
Unless...
if it alerted somebody or something, that might do it in a manner of stopping us or exacting revenge, or just because their soup didn't taste as good as this bowl in front of me.
It is a very good soup. Hearty.
Excellent soup.
Full of, it's like a root vegetable soup. Puree. But chunks of vegetables are still in it.
Yeah. Tastes good, and most importantly, it's warming inside. So something like that could be it. Maybe we triggered something with that tablet that I pulled out.
Hey, Obadias. Where's the sword?
In the bag.
Let me take a look at that sword inside the bag of holding.
Sure, I'll pull it out.
All right, and oh, why not? I'm going to use my divine sense
Oh.
and detect either good or evil on it.
Ooh, very interesting. Um, you're going to use your divine sense first. Very
Yeah.
wise decision. Paladins making good choices. You know, it is indeed a question that I have to answer. Hmm. I. Ooh, okay. Mm-mm-mm. Interesting point. Um, that's a complicated question. Oh no, it is. No, it's not. It is actually there. No, it is evil as fuck.
Oh,
Oh boy, this is not good. This thing's literally dripping with evil.
Hmm.
let's put it back in the bag.
Uh, but this is, I think, the first time you've seen it, right?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I want to invest. Gonna look it over for runes or markings or anything like that, indicating
Well,
possible previous owner, maker, or source of its
before you do that,
blasphemies.
Kamor, this is the first time you've seen the sword invisible because visible because Obadiah's picked it up, had it in his hand, walked away, and then you put your hand in to pull out what was ever in there. So this is
Yeah.
the first time you've actually seen the sword.
I mean, I did put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, but you weren't really looking because you were kind of
No.
shoving stuff.
Yeah.
Can I get a history at advantage because
Hmm.
of things?
Boom.
A 20 is real damn good. You can now see it in the light. Obadiah has
Hmm.
said it is evil. Obadiah wants to take a better look at it. Kamor, it is a long, dark, black, with a black scabbard, long sword. Very distinctive points on the handle and the pommel, and
Like 6 points?
perhaps, yes, maybe.
Like Hextorian evil?
Oh, no, not
Oh, okay.
necessarily Extorian. I don't know if that's better or worse. Oh, it's a really complicated question. It's not Extorian.
Well, that's something.
What's your second worst thing that this could possibly be in the hands of a paladin who wants to pull it out and look at it?
Mm, if not Hextor, Nerol?
Oh, well, the roll is not that bad.
No, he's
Remember,
just death.
mm-hmm. No, this you look at and you're aware this sword is sentient.
Oh no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Back in the bag. Back in
Making
the
let's
bag.
go. Okay. All right. I'll place
Mhm.
it back
Yeah.
in the bag of holding.
Hmm.
All
I
right.
should have known never to pull that out.
What
It's
are you not telling me about that?
it's got a stronger personality than you.
Mm-hmm.
There are very few things in Greyhawk with a stronger personality than mine.
Uh-huh. So think of something evil that has a stronger personality than you.
Obadiah, you are a paladin. With that level
Yeah.
of hints, you can roll
Mm-hmm.
history at advantage.
History at advantage.
I mean, I guess technically you could also roll it religion, but history is more accurate in my opinion.
Okay.
I'm just
In this
saying-
situation,
I
for
have
sure.
higher in religion, but if you think history is more accurate, I'll go with that.
It's history is more accurate for the sword. Other
Yeah.
parts of it, religion would be more accurate.
We'll go with history.
15. 15's
15.
good enough with the hints that Kalmor is giving you. You
Mhm.
have the Sword of Cass in your hand. Cass was the faithful lieutenant of Vecna during the Empire of Vecna.
Ugh.
Until
Ew, 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 eck.
no, it's
Yes.
worse than that. Until Vecna decided to screw him over, and Cass has become, well, a little pissed in death. So much
Yeah.
so that his sword has gained his sentience, and he will possess anyone who draws the blade so that they can go on a murder spree revenge mission to go kill Vecna.
Oh my.
So, in this instance, history is more accurate. In theory,
Yeah.
you could have the entire discussion about the weird cult of Vecna and, all of that kind of stuff. But
We have struck
to
the
know what
mother
the
lode
sword
that
is.
we have struck a mother lode that we did not wish to find.
No, but if we can find a volcano, I know where this sword can go.
Well,
that's an interesting
if we're
question. Does that actually work?
if we're far enough back in time, there's probably going to be more likely we find a volcano than it was in our time.
I have no idea if it would actually work or not. But
So
it would be
actually,
really-
mechanically it doesn't. There's only one way to destroy the sword.
It would be really difficult for anyone else to get their hands on it, though, if you drop it into a volcano.
And this is true, unless
This
there's
is
a
true.
fire elemental in there. And can you think about that?
Oh no, fire elemental wielding the sword of Cass.
Not good.
So like I said, is it better or worse than Extor?
Mm-mm. Yes,
That was my
I mean-
reaction.
it's better because it's easier to contain. It's worse because it's the sword of Cass. Is Vecna even a god at this time period?
Well, it depends what time you're in, but
We don't know when we are. That's the
No,
problem.
I mean, of course, we got the sword in modern day, so the sword is
Yeah.
separate. I'm just wondering if Vecna's actually even created the sword of Cass in the time that we're in right now,
Ooh,
that would be
a
a
paradox.
question.
because that would be hilarious.
Yeah, so when I said Hawk, when I said that Vecna screwed Cass over, he murdered him and shoved him in his own sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Yeah.
like, dude, you're a lich. Couldn't you? But no.
No. He wanted to really screw him over.
Yeah.
It's a very distinctive. it's a very distinctive weapon.
Hmm.
Well, we need to keep that hidden from as many people as possible.
Yeah. Hey, Conward, do you want to give him the small downside on that? And why you
Downside of what?
of hiding it for as many people as possible, except that you shoved it in the bag of holding?
The downside to that?
Yeah, well, no. The downside. No, there's no downside to
hiding it?
To being in the bag of holding. It's the fact that
Oh,
there
yeah.
is a downside to trying to hide it outside of the bag of holding.
Yes.
Yeah.
The downside is that certain things can find it, and it can find your brain.
Yeah. So I don't think we're going to be taking that out of the bag anytime soon.
I would prefer that we don't.
Yes.
In fact, if I die in this time period, I will not let anyone know what's in that bag. I will find another bag of holding and explode that bag before I ever let anyone find out what's in that bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Alrighty.
a fun time.
Oh, yeah.
So, you now have three interesting things that you've discovered. One, there were
Mhm.
fuck-ton glyphs of warding on the box with the Sword of Cass in it.
For a good reason.
Mm-hmm. Now we know why.
Mhm. There are a shit ton of tablets, assuming that there more than one cargo crate had those infernal tablets on them.
which we don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
And they were mass produced.
yes,
Yeah.
they were basically, they were clay that was stamped
Uh
and
huh.
then fired, almost like tiles.
Mm-hmm.
And you found a piece of paper with three spirals on it
Uh-huh.
and smoke marks of three things in the rafters. And I am going to try and do a thing. I'm going to spend my advantage to do it.
Uh-oh. She's doing a thing. Be afraid.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, wait, that's not right. Sorry, that rolled wrong. Sorry. Oh, it took equals instead of the plus. Sorry. 16. 12. Oh, I only got a 16. Okay. Can I get a
Only
wisdom
a
saving
16.
throw from both of you?
Oh God.
All right. You're still within 10 feet of me, right?
I'm not leaving 10 feet of you.
Ooh, not good.
Does your +3 apply to you?
On the aura,
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
It
I
does.
don't. Does it?
Yeah.
Let me double check here.
That's how you have a +6
Oh yeah,
on
it's
your wisdom save.
It's
automatically in there.
automatically in there for.
Yeah.
I got the +6 already there. It says while you are conscious, you grant all friendly creatures, including you. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
already added in. So
Hmm. I
So
remember that from previous games.
with an 11, so with a 21, Kalmor, you are fine. With an 11, I'm not going to say how you are very intent on that bag of holding for two things that are in it. One, that sword. I mean, I'm sure you could overcome anything and destroy it and that evil that it possesses. And that paper keeps bothering you. There's something about it. You want to see it again. You're not sure why.
If you promise to pray really hard, I'll show you the piece of paper, but I'm not showing you the sword again.
yeah, hang on. Let me do something here. Look at something here real quick. All right. I'm going to ask you to show me the paper, but first, do I want to do that or do I want to do? No, that's not going to work on this. I'm going to bless us both before we pull that piece of paper out again.
Okay, so you
And I
got the
take another look
dice.
at it.
So you
Yep.
both have a d4.
Mm-hmm. A little paladin insurance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'll pull out the piece of paper, set it, you know, near the lantern between the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, pray really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to pray or just investigate?
I'm going to grab my holy symbol and put out a fervent prayer, and then I will take another look at the sheet.
Okay. Make me an intelligence save at advantage because you're praying with a d4 from your bless. plus a d4.
Coming.
For a 20, which is just what you needed to look at this, understand it, and not have your mind shattered. And with
That
that,
shattering my mind is a good thing.
with that glancing, you realize 3 things. Number 1, whose ever boat this was, they were smugglers and probably hired ones. Like, they were hired particularly to obtain certain items and then transport them. And they didn't really ask a lot of questions about perhaps those things.
We'll smuggle. Don't tell us what it is. We'll smuggle it for you.
Or if you did tell them what it was, they might be able to acquire it for you, but they weren't going to ask what you were going to do with it. Everyone that they dealt with was just really interested in history and were putting together some archive somewhere as a library. This piece of paper is actually a piece of parchment and is part of a book that should be together, but maybe parts of it are in that river. Oops. But with that 20 intelligence save, you realize that this particular piece of paper is very, very distinct. Very, perhaps, notorious part of a book. A book that perhaps might not best be in connection anywhere near a particular sword. But instead, these individuals who were very good at smuggling were perhaps not so great at transporting. And so
what I'm hearing is that we need to burn the piece of paper.
You can try.
That's what. Do we need to? We may need to destroy this. We definitely. I'm not sure how safe it's going to be to put this back in the bag of holding with the other item, which shall not be mentioned.
Okay.
So here's the thing, Kamor. This page has been torn out of the book. This book should not be anywhere near that sword. And on top of it, those tiles should not be anywhere near either the sword or the book. The 3 in together brought 3 very powerful sources of very evil magic together in one place, without any kind of shielding beyond, some anti-theft's glyph of warding.
Do we think we have the rest of the book anywhere?
Well, it may be on the boat,
but not on anything that we have in our possession.
That we have with us now.
But you do have one of the pages. You do have one of the pages that is... Again, Lysander is correct, Obadias. You have a page of the Book of Vile Darkness. You have the Sword of Cass. And those tablets all had infernal script on them. And brought together through a body of water with probably unintentional, maybe intentional blood sacrifice. Somebody may have accidentally, on purpose, discovered a means of extreme time travel that doesn't inherently break the timeline.
I pull out my warhammer,
Mm-hmm.
the holy hammer of Habakkuk.
Mm-hmm.
Shall I destroy this now or instantly?
If you can destroy that page, destroy that page.
I will expend a spell slot for a divine smite, thinking that radiant damage is what I'm going to need to do on this thing because it's probably going to be resistant to fire. And my other smite is for psychic damage, which I doubt is going to do anything on this. So Sir Obadiah is going to cast Divine Smite, and he's going to hit the paper with it to try to hit it with radiant damage.
Inside the yurt.
Actually, he will go. He will try to go. He'll go outside. He's going to pick the paper up. He's going to go outside the yurt, try to find a clear enough area where, if anything happens, it's going to do as little collateral damage to this elven setup as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And he will hit it with divine smite and destroy it, even if it means him taking damage himself
Mm-hmm.
in the process.
Roll an attack. And you have advantage because it's a stationary object.
This is like one of 17 reasons why Karner actually carries healing potions.
Mm-hmm. 25. With,
Okay.
Uh,
Let me do let me do the smite. Let me get the smite on it as well. Give me 1 second here.
Mm-hmm.
Where's it at? Oh, it's showing it there. So it'll be.
No, you have to tell me what you have to roll the dice.
I know. I got to figure out if I'm.
Oh, okay. So you didn't set it to roll. Okay, I
No, I didn't have it right on the right thing for there yet. So I'm trying to determine here. Let's go ahead and you do level 2.
Okay.
I'm not taking each. I'm not doing any chances. So it'd be 3d8.
No, so it's
2d8. 2d8 for first level plus 1 for each higher.
Ooh, hold on. It's 3d8
of radiant damage.
I need to check one thing. If this counts as
3d8 radiant and then 1d8.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure.
In addition to my other damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to see if it counts as. It does not count as getting the damage increase. It's just the 3d8. So 3d8.
Okay. All right, here we go.
So
14 points of radiant damage.
You swing down, crack, a violent sound echoes through the snow, bouncing off the trees as you pummel this page of the Book of Vile Darkness. And the strike of that lightning radiance burns through it, and so as it was crushed, it's also radiated. I need you to make me a dex save.
Okay, fair enough.
As the, rebound comes at you.
I am on standby with a regular healing potion.
Cool. You don't pass.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fail all your death saves at once, and you'll be fine.
Yep.
It's 18. I rolled shit. I rolled literal shit. I rolled 68 and could not, only one of them above a 3.
So all right, I'm still standing.
18 points of necrotic damage.
Which I am resistant to.
Okay, then it's going to be
because I'm a protector Aasimar.
Yep, then you get down to 9. And with that, you're going to take 9 points of necrotic damage.
Mm-hmm.
You've destroyed this page. You've not destroyed the book, you've just destroyed this page.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But with that destruction of this page, can I get with an 18 passive, can I get a perception check at advantage from Kamor as
Yeah,
you were
I appreciate
watching this and being patient to Cerebidize.
15.
We'll go with your passive at 18. There's a little bit of blinding spots in your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You have a thought as you see that page destroyed. You might be able to get home if you can reverse the aspects of the ritual that was unintendedly created.
I'm more worried about deleting all of the evil. Um, I will stay in the past if it means that we can delete evil.
Mhm.
So you're pretty sure that means that you're going to have to do. Um,
And I don't want to invoke evil to get home, which I would have to
what
do.
I'm saying is like you're the way to get home would be part of that. Would be part of deleting that evil, right? Like
Okay.
destroying the page did one part of it, released energy. If you perhaps destroyed other aspects, you know you can't destroy the Sword of Cass, right?
Yeah.
But you might be
But
able
we could
to.
just.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
I think the only way the Sword of Cass can be destroyed is if Vecna is killed by it.
Actually, not even then.
Oh, shoot.
So I was looking at it. It's actually really kind of awkward.
And there's nothing within my capabilities.
Yeah. The you need you need somebody who is someone who is attuned to both the eye and hand of Vecna must use the wish property to unmake the sword.
Oh, dang.
None of us, I don't think, have that yet.
And the
Yeah.
sword gets a saving throw.
Because, of course, it does.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it must be within 30 feet of the individual, otherwise the spell fails. If the sword wins the contested check, nothing happens and the wish spell is wasted.
Yeah, not even gonna ponder the possibilities of getting rid of that sword.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. Now, as I walk back to you, do we have to destroy the tablets? Those tablet pieces?
I mean, like ethically, yes.
you think that might help you get home?
And who knows? Like something else could happen too. But like ethically, I don't think we have any other choice but to make sure that those things are destroyed. And we can probably get the elves to help us because they're not inherently evil. So ethically, they would feel something, I would hope.
Also,
Well,
it's infernal
oh.
shit on their doorstep. They don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
All we can do is ask. If not, Habakkuk can break a lot of tile.
And I think that's where we're going to end for tonight because that's a great line.
Nice.
Did we have fun?
Oh, yeah. That was quite interesting.
I loved Chris's face when he realized exactly what the sword was.
My goodness. At first, I just thought you were going anti paladin with Hextor.
No.
And then when you're like, no, no, no. And all of a sudden, my brain was like, what else is that evil and black? All black? All black?
All black.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I mean, and to be fair, Lysander is correct. They're in the past, but they are both non-human personages, so they can have a longer lifespan. Not the lifespan of the elves, but they might still.
I mean, on a good day, a dwarf can get to 500.
You know,
It's usually closer to 350.
but you know, you're living amongst elves. They have got like this whole fitness regime.
Oh,
healthy, eat clean eating.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. I'll learn how to do yoga or something.
Exactly. It, keep that flexibility going, improve your reach.
Yeah.
But thank you everyone for hanging out with us. I'm going to let my friends tell you where they can be found, and then I will do my ending spiel as we go.
I'm Chris Geary. You can find me on Blue Sky at Chris Geary. You can find me in chat on Tuesday because I took the day off to harass you all. And you can also find me next Sunday back on this channel. I am in the 9:30 in the morning slot with some D&D shenanigans, where folks will be playing the familiars of a party, cleaning up the messes that our PCs always seem to leave behind. And I agree with Lysander. I definitely want to see a game that's basically a fantasy version of OSHA running around and smacking people's hands saying you can't touch that. So
I think we're starting that right now.
Don't touch that. Do 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 do. Don't touch that. Do do do.
Can't touch this.
Hawk, thank you for coming in.
Hey, I enjoyed it.
Did you have fun? Have you played in Greyhawk before?
Once before in a one shot on another with another stream group and all that. Had a lot of fun with that. I was in a group with some others, including Ann B. Meyer of the map making fame. She was a part of it. We
Love
had
her.
it was a great time there as well. So this is like my second. Yeah, it's my second time in Greyhawk. But I'm following some other streamers that play in Greyhawk and all that, so I'm slowly learning things about it.
It is one of my favorite settings, even if I don't think it really works with 5e, but this was fun little one shot to have fun with. And I was like, how much? I was like, wait, Chris is in this game and we've got a paladin. How much weird dark stuff can I put in this one shot? All of it.
All of it.
All of the dark stuff.
Love it.
Like the only thing that would have made this better if it was we could have brought other things in. But I figured this was enough. And where can we find you?
All right, you can find me on my channel, KY Hawkeye, otherwise known as Hawkeye's Old Time Gaming Emporium. Monday nights, my daughter Bonnie and I play for Family Night at the Emporium. We're currently going through a game called The House of Tesla. It's a puzzle-solving, escape roomish kind of game and all that. As usual, we're having a lot of fun with that. Wednesdays, you can catch me for the weekly Skyrim serial, where I'm currently doing the world's most challenging roleplay in Skyrim. I am roleplaying as myself. It's Kentucky Hawkeye in Jarl Balgruuf's court, transported back in time, in place as I'm trying to find my way back home from there. And then Saturday, you can see Sir Obadiah and other characters that I've created in Grappler's Keep, my WWE 2K25 universe, where a number of characters from all of your favorite tabletop RPG genres compete in a ring that we call the Dice Tray. This coming Saturday is our next premium live event called Dirty Deeds. It's based off of the WWE Extreme Rules. So we'll be having all our belts will be on the line there. Who knows? You may see Sir Obadiah along with his tag team partner Othniel, the tag team known as the Paladins. They will probably be in action along with other characters as well. You may see Prax there as well. She's a manager for one of the tag teams, the Barbarians, our dwarven barbarian tag team that also represents the fantasy realm. We also have cyberpunk, noir, Cthulhu oriented stuff, sci-fi, superheroes, all those different genres mixed in together on that. And also next Sunday, you can catch me here, but I won't be playing. I will actually be running a game. First time I've run a game on stream in a number of years. I've been doing stuff at Gen Con for a couple of different groups and all that, but it'll be first time online here where people are coming to my homebrew world of Ionara, where they discover that a simple carnival game is a little more of a case of life and death.
Looking forward to it. And again, thank you, everybody.
I think enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, and I don't know what that crack was. It's a thing. We're gonna fix it before Tuesday. But thanks everybody for hanging out. Thank you to my wonderful players. Thank you to everybody who's donated so far. We are currently at $525. By the way, I did take into account your tactical strike, which is why you were only unconscious and you never took any damage.
I appreciate that.
Hmm.
from, a fucked up dark ritual that transported you through time and space. Um, and, you didn't unmake yourselves. We are raised $525, and for our side, our personal campaign of our $1,000 goal. It's more over halfway there. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for all of your support, for everybody who's donated so far, for everybody who's voted, because according to the votes, right this second, I'm just saying, why is the
Coast Guard has a $115 lead.
Yep. Coast Guard has a $115 lead on
Cool.
Army, which is the number 2. That's probably not going to last, but we are number 1 for right now. So we're pushing it. We got this. We go, 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 go for the Battle of the Branches. And the overall team team raise so far just today was $1,215 of the team's goal of $10,000. So we're on our way. We're going to see a lot of more streams across the Twitch. Give a shout out to any of them. I understand that money's tight for a lot of people. There are a lot of people that are in need right now. I totally understand if you can't donate. Just give us a shout out. Give a repost. Encourage the battle to go further. Understand why Team Coast Guard should win and are inherently the best. But we appreciate each and every one of you, and I will be back on Tuesday. First stream will be at 9:30 a.m. Then we'll have 1 p.m. will be
Lindy, I believe.
Lindy. Yep. 1 p.m. is Lindy. 4:30 is Pope World Build. He's going to be running some Alien. And then 8 o'clock is Jim, and he's going to run some Inspectors. So we've got 4 great GMs on Tuesday. And then on Sunday, we've got Chris running some D&D, Hawk running more D&D, and then I'm running something. I know I put it in there. I don't remember at the top of my head. And Jim is going to run some more Inspectors. Oh, I'm running D&D. I'm running the last game, and the last D&D last game is D&D because we're gonna have some good friends from my Roll for Fisher House team
Cool.
come. We're gonna play, and I'm going to GM for them. It'll be a lot of fun. But thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for giving us all your support. We will see you next time. Let us see if we can go raid. I think we should be able to raid our dear friends.
The role play reflect are still going.
Yep, we're gonna go raid them. That's what I was thinking. Okay, we're gonna go be those people and roll raid into Simon just to annoy him. And we'll see y'all next time, everybody. Thank you again.
Take care, y'all.
Bye bye.